And welcome back to EWC Central. I sincerely wanted to watch the end of that map, but frankly speaking, I don't know how the overtime is going to play out. So I didn't want to keep my guests waiting for too long. As I promised before we dove into the Overwatch 2 map between Gaming Gladiators and Space Station Gaming, I promised an expert, a pro Rocket League player, another Cloud9 representative. I'm joined by Squishy, Cloud9 Rocket League competitor, content creator, co-owner. I mentioned to you just before we went live, I'm not familiar with Rocket League. So I'd love for you to introduce yourself, tell me a little bit about your connection to the game and your role at Cloud9.
Of course. So I've played competitive Rocket League for nearly a decade. I'm on my 9th year right now. I recently retired, but I'm planning on potentially coming back in the future.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've just been basically just doing content for the entire time I was a professional as well. So I'm pretty known in the community for just the guy that's always been pretty good and also makes educational content for all the fans.
Now, at the risk of putting you on the spot, what is some of the highlights of your career when you look back on it? You missed my intro for Mango.
Yeah.
I've been watching him for a long time, so I managed to gas him up, right?
Of course.
There we go. So I apologize that I don't have that same, but what's something that you remember insanely fondly over your 9-year professional career?
Mango's going to laugh because I've mentioned this a few times this trip, but Season 6 World Championship win, it's the big thing that everyone wants to win in Rocket League. Like, if you win a World Championship, then you kind of completed the game. So yeah, that's kind of the big one. But any of the major LAN wins that I've had, I would put up there.
That is awesome. I apologize that I haven't watched it myself.
Don't worry.
But one of the things about me hosting this show, every week I get different guests on who are specialists for the games. So when we get to Rocket League later on in EWC, we'll be able to talk about it. We'll be able to see things. I know Cloud9 didn't qualify.
Yeah.
How do we reflect on that? What happened? What do you think of the field that'll be competing?
I think that there's only 3 invites, I think, from NA and EU. And I think that the competition right now is at like an all-time high. The spots are really tight to get, especially in Rocket League. So I think it's completely fair they didn't make it. The teams that did make it definitely deserve it. G2 and Gen G from NA are incredible, so you'll see them soon. But yeah, I think it's fair. I hope next year we can come with a team that everyone can enjoy watching. We'll see though.
Now, have you spent your entire career with Cloud9? How long have you been there?
So I was with Cloud9 for 3.5 years, and then after Cloud9 I went to Energy for 3.5 years.
Got it. Now, just for your information and awareness, I spent 12 years in League of Legends. I've known Jack since Cloud9 started.
Wow, yeah.
So I've been around Cloud9's growth and success and awareness.
Yeah.
It brings me joy to hear you saying the teams that won deserve to be there.
Yeah.
And also, I know for a fact that Cloud9 as an org will not be accepting not qualifying. It's something you're driven to do.
Of course.
Let's talk about the teams that are competing.
Yeah.
If you were to kind of take a guess, like which region or which maybe clubs would we focus on to potentially win?
For Rocket League, I would definitely keep your eye on Falcons. I think they are like top 2 in the world right now, and I think they've just had some issues with nerves when it comes to like late international events. So if they can clean up the nerves, and they're home as well, they're playing in their home nation. So I think they're gonna do well.
Okay.
And outside of them, probably put G2 from NA up there because they have like a super team right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting to see. Okay, I want to just quickly show you something about the EWC Club Championship. Can we bring the standings up for the overall Club Championship? Obviously, this is not something that I think you're going to be hugely familiar with, so I'll give you the rundown, right? Every single club that has multiple teams competing at the tournament, if you win a tournament, you'll get that little trophy on the top and you get 1,000 points. At the end of the 8 weeks, the number 1 team, the number 1 club with the highest number of points picks up $7 million. I mean, it is wild.
Yeah.
Obviously for Cloud9, it is a smaller number of, let's say, teams or the number of games that are being represented. But from an organizational point of view, like how important is this? And also how different is it? Because this is not something that traditionally
I think nothing like this has been done before. So yeah, I think obviously every org wants to do well at this and place high. I think Falcons will probably take it all.
Yeah.
It seems like because they have also like Rocket League. I think they'll win or at least get second. So they're looking on pace to take it. It looks like, which is great for them. But yeah, I think every org is.
I'll tell you something now. As somebody that's been around, I've been in esports 20 odd years. There's not many organizations that blow up on the scene and pick up so many good rosters because like they were expected to win Dota and I think they took 3rd. They're expected to win Call of Duty, they ended up winning.
Yeah.
They're expected to win MLBB, I think they came 2nd. Where's Jace? He's not listening to me. Nevertheless, pretty much every team that they found, they really
Yeah.
picked up competitive rosters. So from a host point of view, I like it when other orgs win. It keeps the championship close. But frankly, I think it needs to be commended. Okay, let's talk EWC. What are you doing here? Obviously not competing. I assume you and Mango are on the press PR tour.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about some of the activities you went up to.
We've kind of just been going around the festival. It's massive. It's beautiful. They did a great job. We've been just hanging around the festival, doing different shoots around the place, and we had a Cloud9 booth set up where I did a meet and greet with fans, played against some fans.
Oh, awesome. So Mango didn't play any games. I'm so disappointed. What have you been playing? What are you having some fun with on the side?
Well,
he lied? He lied to me?
He did stream with me one time, but he hasn't really been playing too much. Like, you know, we're not playing too many different games, but we played like one game of Valorant together and stuff like that. But we've been playing against some fans that came to the booth, and yeah, just meet and greet and stuff like that.
Okay, that is awesome. Look, I don't want to keep you too long. Also here in the studio, it's pretty warm.
It is warm.
So I would love to just ask, where can fans and viewers, people tuning in, find you, keep track of the things you're getting up to?
Sure.
And then what would you like to say to everybody at home? You can speak to camera on one.
Okay. I stream almost every day when I'm back home, obviously, on Twitch, twitch.tv/squishymuffins. I also upload videos on YouTube. If you want to learn anything about Rocket League, I always have educational content. Been doing it for like nearly 10 years, just educating people on how to play the game. So if you do enjoy watching the EWC Rocket League tournament, then definitely check out my channel because I have a lot of information on how to get as good as those guys. And yeah, just enjoy all the tournaments. It's beautiful what they did here, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy.
Okay, I got one last question for you. You're telling me Falcons are most likely to win, probably a favorite.
Yeah.
Give me 2 dark horses or people to keep an eye. And the reason for it, my broadcast team, my production crew on downstairs, we literally take opinions from guests we like, and then we bank everything on them and go, this is the team we're going to do. So I want to give my production.
Do you have a graphic of the teams in the...
I tell you what I'll do. I don't think we're going to have a graphic prepared because we only work a little bit in ahead. But let me get my information up for you.
If you could just show me, I'll tell you too.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to bring this up right now. It'll only take 1 second. And the team information is all over here. And... So, team information is not yet completed.
Oh, it's fine. I can tell you. I think off the top of my head, I know. So I would say Falcons are going to win. I'd have G2 placing top 2 or top 4, but then the dark horses who I think could take it are Vitality with Zen, who Zen's insane. If you guys get to watch him, that's a pleasure every time. So Zen and Zen on Vitality and BDS. I think BDS is here.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take down those notes, Zen, Vitality, G2, Falcons, and maybe Zen. I'm going to check in with our official guys. Make sure we don't trap you because maybe there's a team that you forgot about. I'm just going to show this. Mango, Squishy, Cloud9. Thank you guys for taking the time. Squishy, I'm going to just take a seat for 1 second. Thank you so much. We'll make sure those documents are updated for the next time I do that live on air. Right now, we're going to go back to Overwatch 2 very, very quickly. Keep an update on Space Station Gaming, Space Station versus Gaming. We'll be right back.
Control, looking for